Ayyam-i-Ha is a multiple-day Baha'i festival occurring around the end of February until early March. This year, it will last from February 25th to March 1st. It is joyously celebrated in countries and localities around the world. Ayyam-i-Ha is a special period of the year celebrated by Baha'is through social activities, hospitality, giving generously to the poor and needy, prayers, gatherings reflecting on the writings of the Baha'i faith's central figures, and charitable gift-giving. The days of Ayyam-i-Ha are a spiritual preparation for the annual fasting period of inner reflection and spiritual awakening, occurring from March 2nd to 20th, in which Baha'is abstain from food and drink from sunrise to sunset. Depending on the year, Ayyam-i-Ha will vary in its duration, and it is composed of the excess of days that fall outside of the Baha'i calendar, called the Badi calendar, which consists of 19 months and 19 days in each month. Therefore, Ayyam-i-Ha has also been translated as the Intercalary Days. The calendar was established by Hazrat Bab, the prophet of the Baha'i faith, who prepared humankind for the coming of the prophet of the Baha'i faith, Hazrat Baha'u'llah. Baha'u'llah specified that the days of Ha should be inserted in the calendar just before the month of fasting. In the Kitab-i-Aqdas, the most holy book, Baha'u'llah writes, "Let the days in excess of the months be placed before the month of fasting. We have ordained that these, amid all nights and days, shall be the manifestations of the letter Ha, and thus they have not been bounded by the limits of the year and its months. It behooveth the people of Baha throughout these days to provide good cheer for themselves, their kindred, and beyond them the poor and needy, and with joy and exultation to hail and glorify their Lord, to sing his praise and magnify his name. And when they end, these days of giving that precede this." Ayyam-i-Ha means days of Ha in Arabic. The letter Ha is a symbol of God's divine nature. Also, the abjad value of the letter Ha is 5, which is also the abjad value of the Bab's name. The days of Ha come before the month of Allah. Interestingly, the month of Allah reflects the Bab's divine mission of preparing humankind for the coming of Baha'u'llah, with whom the succeeding month is associated, called Baha. Baha is the first month of the Baha'i year. During Ayyam-i-Ha, Baha'is from different communities, walks of life, generations, and racial and ethnic backgrounds share meals together, say prayers, and sing uplifting songs, and share quotes and writings of the Baha'i faith's central figures. The beauty of Ayyam-i-Ha and all Baha'i holy days is that true joy and happiness is felt in the loving company of family, friends, and the community. I will share a historical account by Agha Tahir of how Baha'u'llah and some of the early Baha'i believers celebrated Ayyam-i-Ha. On the first day of the Ayyam-i-Ha, Intercalary Days, one of the pilgrims had invited Baha'u'llah and all the believers in Akka to lunch. I too went to Mazra'e. Early in the morning, a large tent was pitched in front of the entrance to the garden on a delightful open space. That morning, all the believers, numbering almost 200, consisting of those who were living in the Holy Land, and the pilgrims came to Mazra'e. Around the time of noon, the Blessed Beauty came down from the mansion and majestically entered the tent. All the believers were standing in front of the tent. Then Mirza Agha Jan, standing in the presence of Baha'u'llah, chanted a dawn prayer for fasting, which had been revealed on that day. When the prayer was finished, the Blessed Beauty instructed all to be seated. Every person sat down in the place where he was standing. His blessed person spoke to us, and after his utterances were ended, he asked, "What happened to the feast? Is it really going to happen?" Thereupon, a few friends hurried away, and soon lunch was brought in. They placed a low table in the middle of the tent. His blessed person and all the Aqsan, the male descendants of Baha'u'llah, sat around the table, and since there was more room, he called some by name to join him. Among these, my name was called. He said, "Agha Tahir, come and sit." So I went in and sat at the table in his presence. At some point, Baha'u'llah said, "We have become tired of eating. Those who have had enough may leave." I immediately arose, and his blessed person left. At first, the food which was left over on his plate was divided among the friends, and then group after group entered the tent and had their meal. Everyone at this feast partook of both physical and spiritual food. Adib Tahirzadeh, The Revelation of Baha'u'llah.
به نام اعظم من ای خدای من و آتش و روشناییم، همانا وارد شدم در روزهایی که تو آنها را به نام ایام-ها در کتاب خود نامیدی ای مالک نامه ها. یا نزدیک شد روزهای روزداریت که آن را از قلم احلای خود بر هر کسی که در عالم آفرینش است واجب گردانیدی پروردگارا. از تو به حق این روزها و به حق کسانی که در این ایام بریزمان دستورات و احکامت تمسک جسته اند درخواست می کنم برای هر نفسی جایگاهی در جوار خود و مقامی نزد ظهور نور روی خیش قرار دهی بار خدایا. اینان بندگانی هستند که هویه و حواسیشان را از آنچه که در کتابت نازل نموده ای باز نداشته است. همان ناگردنه هایشان در برابر فرمان تو فرو آمده است. دو کتابت را به نیروی تو در دست گرفته، تو به آنچه که دستور داده ای عمل می نمایند و هر آنچه را که برایشان از جانب تو نازل شده اختیار نموده. پروردگارا میبینی که آنان اقرار کردند و اعتراف نمودند به هر آنچه که در الواحت نازل نمودی خدایا ایشان را از دست بخشش خود از کوثر بقا خیش بنوشان، پس برایشان مکتوب نما اجر و پاداش کسی را که در دریای لقایت غوطه ور شده و به شراب وصالت رسیده است. از تو میخواهم ای مالک پادشاهان و ای بخشاینده بندگان این که برای ایشان خیر دنیا و آخرت را مقدر نمایی سپس بنگاری برای اینان آنچه را که هیچ یک از آفریدگانت نمی شناسد، پس ایشان را قرار دهی در زمر کسانی که گرد تو طواف نمودند و گرد عرش تو در همه عالم از عوالمت طواف خواهند کرد. بدرستی که تویی بسیار توانا و دانا و آگاه.
My God, my fire, and my light, the days which thou hast named the Ayyam-i-Ha in thy book have begun. O thou who art the King of names, and the fast which thy most exalted pen hath enjoined unto all who are in the kingdom of thy creation to observe is approaching. I entreat thee, O my Lord, by these days and by all such as have during that period clung to the cord of thy commandments and laid hold on the handle of thy precepts, to grant that unto every soul may be assigned a place within the precincts of thy court, and a seat at the revelation of the splendors of the light of thy countenance. These, O my Lord, are thy servants, whom no corrupt inclination hath kept back from what thou didst send down in thy book. They have bowed themselves before thy cause, and received thy book with such resolve as is born of thee, and observed what thou hadst prescribed unto them, and chosen to follow that which had been sent down by thee. Thou seest, O my Lord, how they have recognized and confessed whatsoever thou hast revealed in thy scriptures. Give them to drink, O my Lord, from the hands of thy graciousness the waters of thine eternity. Write down then for them the recompense ordained for him that hath immersed himself in the ocean of thy presence, and attained unto the choice wine of thy meeting. I implore thee, O thou the King of kings, and the pitier of the downtrodden, to ordain for them the good of this world and of the world to come. Write down for them, moreover, what none of thy creatures hath discovered, and number them with those who have circled round thee, and who move about thy throne in every world of thy worlds. Thou truly art the Almighty, the All-Knowing, the All-Informed. Baha'u'llah.